Hi everybody and welcome to another edition of the Red Corner Show. I am one of your hosts, Sandra Damata, and I'm super proud to be on this platform today, especially during the month of August when we celebrate and share stories of phenomenal women. I am the founder and executive head of a consultancy called My Self Mastery. I have been very blessed to have global experience in community development, motivational speaking, and I'm a very keen advocate when it comes to the rights of women and children and their empowerment. I'm an ICF coach and a specialist wellness trauma counselor. But enough about me. Please allow me to introduce our esteemed guest, who too is making phenomenal impact in her community. I'm super excited to welcome you onto the show, another passionate and empowering, phenomenal woman. Welcome, Mary Supeet, all the way from Kenya, my angel. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Sandra. I really appreciate and it is a privilege for me to be here. Yeah, it is a privilege. Thank you so much. And I'm happy to join the Corner Show. You guys are doing a great work, amplifying our voice. Yeah, thank you so much. And
yes, I'm going to go straight into questions with you. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay, Sandra.
Our audience are really keen to know so much, and I know that our interviews are kept crisp and short, so I'm going to try and get as much information from you as I can. And I'm going to start with asking you, Mary, can you share your journey and what has inspired you to become a vocal, vernacular journalist and advocate for girls' rights?
My journey began in Kajiado County, where I grew up witnessing the challenges that women and girls faced in my community. You see, in our community, girls are not given a chance to make decisions. They are not given their rights. And well, I can see women really suffering. They want to speak up, but they are not able to speak up. So my father took me to a boarding school where I was exposed to life. And people told me who I am, and I said I want one day to become a voice to our girls in Masai land. And while I was in high school, I decided that I'm going to do journalism so that I can be able to speak to these girls who are not able to go to boarding school and are able to listen to a radio. They can listen to me in my vernacular language, and I can tell them that and I can tell them their rights, educate them. And that is why I chose to do journalism. I pursued journalism to amplify their voices, because they come from a village where people cannot be able to, they cannot be heard. But because I am from the village and I know the challenges that they go through, I said I will do media so that I can amplify their voices and tell them that they can also reach to their destiny.
Beautiful. Yeah. How blessed the media industry is to have a lady as passionate as you are when it comes to amplifying the voices. Now, I'm curious, I wanted to ask you about the Strong Messiah Ladies Association. How did it come into existence, and what were the main challenges that you faced when you were starting it?
Smile, I am the founder of Strong Messiah Ladies Association. Smala was founded out of a necessity to create supportive network for the Maasai women. There was rampant teenage pregnancy where I come from. You know, in the village, girls, they only know to drop out of school and get and be married to maybe even an old person. So I started Strong Maasai Ladies Association so that these girls can find a network. We can network as ladies who have gone to school, those ladies who are in the university. Then we go back to our village and we talk to this girl. We inspire them. We tell them that it is possible. You are not supposed to just get pregnant and you see some girls. Some of them, when you speak to these girls, they say that it's better we get married off They do not know the importance of it. They do not know the importance of education, and that's why we started Smaller, so that we can go to the village and tell them that education is good. Education is education will take you to greater levels. And there are a lot of challenges, because first of all, we did not start it as a CBO. We just started it as a group. I started it as a group. I did not know anything to do with CBOs. I did not know that there is NGOs. I just started it out as a group to go and help these girls. And the challenge that we had is that we did not have finances, but the little pocket money that my parents were giving me, the little pocket money that these girls were getting, we could we could contribute a small amount, and then we help these girls. So that was the challenge, but yeah. But now we are, yeah.
Definitely, you're definitely an overcomer. I can hear it. You overcame those challenges. Now, when we talk about Smala, and I see your smile for Smala, you're very passionate. What specific strategies has Smala implemented to combat female genital mutilation and teenage pregnancies in the Kajioda country?
Smala has employed a multifaceted approach: community education, advocacy, and collaboration with local leaders. We conduct workshops and seminars to raise awareness about the dangers of FGM and teenage pregnancy. We also provide support system for girls, including safe houses. But this is like, we take them to rescue center, because as Smala we do not have. They come to my house, some of them, and sometimes it's a burden. So I take them to a rescue. We take them to a rescue center. We also talk to the parents and tell them the dangers of FGM, that it is illegal, it's against the law. Yeah, it's like it's something that is not allowed in this century, because it was a cultural practices. Sometimes it's hard, but because we come from there, we tell them that it is not good to undergo FGM for girls. So we create awareness to the girls. Yeah,
I'm super proud of you. Now I'm wondering, as a journalist, how have you used your platform as a journalist to raise awareness and support the fight against FGM and teenage pregnancy? I can see how you're doing that. You're doing that with great interaction and collaboration with others. But what are some of the most significant successes and milestones that Smala has achieved since formation?
Through my work in vernacular journalism, I have been able to reach out to a wider audience in their native language. Like in the radio or in the media, it reaches Samburu, Kajiado, almost 6 counties, and even in Tanzania, they can get us. Yeah. And I produce radio segments and write articles that highlight the stories of the affected girls, the consequences of these practices, and the efforts being made to eradicate them. This has helped in rallying community support and bringing attention to these critical issues. Yeah, we educate them, and as Mary, I have not undergone FGM, and that is a story in its own, because when
it's a lot of that story. How Smala finance its activities, and what role do individuals contribute, or their contributions? What role do their contributions play in your initiatives?
Sometimes it's a combination of different companies, especially when we have an event. We lobby for resources. We write proposals to companies. Like, for example, this year we had an event on April, and we got support from Tata Chemicals in Magadi. We wrote a proposal. We visited the company, and we told them that we have an event for girls. We are expecting almost 2,000 girls. We need food we need food for these girls, and they gave us food for the girls. We also we write proposals to companies like Amani Kenya Trust, and they gave us sanitary towels. We also partnered with another church, and they gave us sanitary towels. We do not have we do not have donation that is, we write proposal, and when we have events, and by God's grace we get help.
By God's grace, I love your determination. I'm wondering, can you share a personal story or an experience that has highlighted the impact of your work on the community?
Let me share the story. I did not undergo FGM, and I was the first girl in our village. It was tough. And when I was in high school, I could dream of me undergoing FGM, because it's something that was disturbing me. Because when I go back to the village, the women in the village tell me, Mary, when are you giving us a celebration? That means, when are you going to undergo FGM? And that was pressuring me until I was telling my parents that I want to undergo FGM, because I do not want to be a laughing stock in our village. But my mother and my father, they told me, no, you cannot undergo FGM. So through their support, because I was a child, sometimes you can give in as a child, but my dad really stood and said, no, you're not going to undergo FGM. And you see, the girls in our village, my age mates, they have already undergone FGM. I was the only one that did not undergo FGM. And you see, now all my sisters, they have followed me, and now in our village, people are not circumcising girls anymore because of me. I overcame, and I was telling girls, do not give in to these people. We are going to make a change. And from there, when I started Smala, and I look back, I say there are many girls who, through me, they have not undergone FGM, and I have rescued them. I have advised them. Others have run away from their homes. They have gotten education. And I really appreciate it.
Smala is making me smile, for sure. And what an amazing achievement. Now, have you given some thought to the new strategies that are being developed in your community to divert the attention from the anti-FGM efforts, and how do you address these challenges, massive challenges?
There are a lot of challenges, because you see, the community has developed a way of doing FGM. They are doing it secretly. They do in the next neighborhood, or even in the neighborhood, they can do FGM, and because they know that Mary or the government does not want it, they are doing it secretly. And they are doing it secretly. They no longer celebrate, because in the previous years, the women, there was celebration. People come and they celebrate. The girl has undergone FGM. Come, but nowadays they do it secretly. So as Smala, we are now doing like house to house, or individual to individual. Like when you go to the village, from the home that I come from, I talk to these women. I tell them that you have already done FGM, or you've already, these girls have undergone a cut, but these young ones, we are starting from the young ones now. They will not undergo FGM. Now we are talking to the women. Each and every member of Smala has taken that initiative. Like we do it in our villages, in our homes. We go to, we visit a home, we tell women that it is not supposed to be done, because you guys are doing secretly. Why are you doing FGM secretly? If something is good, you cannot do secretly. So you're doing something bad, you're hiding it, and even your child can lose life because of bleeding, because you cannot take to a hospital. So we are speaking to them and telling them, no, it is time for you guys to leave FGM. And as you can see me, I went to school, I have my own job, I have a show, I have a YouTube channel show in Kenya, in my island. yeah, so I am trying to also educate them through social media, because there are a lot of people nowadays in the social media world.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Now, I'm also a very proud Princess D. Loney Menstrual Cup ambassador. How has your role, because you're also an ambassador, how has your role, amen, yes. How does your role as an ambassador align to Smiler's goals and mission?
My ambassadorship with Princess D. Loani, and first of all, I really appreciate you guys for giving me an opportunity to be an ambassador. For me, that is a milestone. Thank you so much. I know together we are going to make a difference in the lives of this girl in Masailand, and even not only in Masailand, even in the whole world, Kenya, Tanzania, even South Africa.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we're very passionate about putting an end to period poverty and so many different objectives that Smiler is working on. We highly
So my ambassadorship with Princess D. Loani aligns with Smiler's mission by promoting menstrual health management. By providing sustainable menstrual products, we addressed another barrier to girls' education and empowerment, ensuring they have the resources to manage their periods with dignity and confidence.
I love your energy, Mary. We definitely we are looking out for dignity, and we're looking for bringing back human rights. Now, I'm wondering, Mary, what advice do you have for young women looking to make a difference in their communities, especially in challenging environments like you have experienced? What's your advice to the young ladies listening?
My advice is that they should believe in their ability to affect change. Start small. Stay resilient and seek support from like-minded individuals. If you have a problem, ask. If you have a problem and you're watching me, ask Sandra. She's really supportive. And then remember that every effort counts and your dedication can inspire others. Don't be afraid, voice your ideas and stand up for what you believe. Never be afraid of anything. Yeah, and the sky, not even the sky is not the limit. It's beyond. We are going.
We're going beyond the sky. I love your energy. And if you're joining us on the Red Corner Show, you heard it straight from Mary's mouth. Be resilient, start small, and never give up. Now, Mary, you mentioned that you also have a channel on social media. Where can we find you? Where can we come and support you? What's the name of your handle?
Yeah, my handle is Mary Supeet and Elisha Neaosim, but my show is Mary Supeet Show. We do inspirational stories in our vernacular language. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. Yeah, and TikTok.
And you've heard it straight from Mary. We are very, very proud to have her on the show. And she's definitely made us smile today in the amazing work that she's done. In closing, I want to ask you one last question. For Women's Month, which is the month of August, as you know, on the Red Corner Show, every single day we feature another phenomenal woman for 31 days, 31 ladies. Tell me, what empowering message do you want to leave our audience with? What call to action do you have to the women around the world?
My message to the women around the world: unite in your strength and resilience. Let us continue to support and uplift each other, and breaking barriers and challenging norms. Wow. Together, we can create a world where every girl and woman can achieve her full potential, advocate for change, educate the next generation, and never underestimate the power of your voice.
Together, we can make a difference. And just like Loni believes, all means all. It has been an absolute pleasure, Mary, to have you on the show. Blessings upon you, grace upon you, strength, and like you said, resilience That
Yes.
has been another episode on the Red Corner Show brought to you special Women's Month edition. I want to thank you, Mary. And if you're listening to the show and you would like to be on the show or would like to hear of someone being interviewed on the show, please feel free to reach us at theredcornershow@gmail.com. It's been an absolute pleasure. God's blessings and strength to you and the team.
Thank you.